about that
yeah.
later with my weirdness. Because this game is going live. Devastation is going to be starting on the CT side of Cache in Map 3, the Great Equalizer, D-Cache. I think this map is going to open the door for a lot more strategy and less run and gun than Dust 2, but I think the outcome might be pretty similar with Perfectionvore kind of flexing what they got, as the breakdown of the map is pretty similar to Dust 2.
And here we go, guys. This is Devestation versus Perfectionvore. This is going to be your Map 3 deciding factor. Winner of this map wins it and moves on in the lower bracket. Loser of this is forced to go back into main to play another season there. And it looks like Perfectionvore has already got one kill, working their way into B. Trade out, though, for Lopez. Lopez gets traded himself. That's going to be a bid into the B bomb site. Only 2 CTs left alive. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 2 as Sasquatch just evened the score a little bit there. Both Perfectionvore members are going to be in the B bomb site. And that nade, I didn't get to see if it did a lot of damage. Did about 40 there on Fobulous, I believe. And here comes the push from your CTs. Fobulous is able to grab one, and wow, Vadi is on the cleanup there. So Pivor takes round number 1, which is going to be a huge pistol for them.
Yeah, it is. Not exactly surprised by that. On Dust 2, they were able to... Wow, wait, hold on. Is that the 5th pistol round?
They've won every pistol.
They've won every pistol round. They got ecoed twice on the round 3 of all of them. Sorry, I got to go back to my calculations. That's 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. They've won 16 rounds in this best of 3 thus far, purely on pistol rounds. That's an entire game's worth of round wins in. Oh, okay, let's put it this way. I did the math assuming they'd win the next 2 on these and they wouldn't get ecoed. So they have to win these next 2. But still, that's a ton of rounds that they've picked up pretty much uncontested from Devestation, just because Perfectionvore has come prepared on their pistols.
Now, Vico with a very nice shot there from behind a forklift, shooting down towards the truck. Only one player left. He's going to be hiding at the quad in the bomb site. He's going to get peeked, and Muffin is able to take that down. Can he switch to that gun that he just picked up? And yes, now he's got it back up. They have the bomb down in the site. Here comes the rotate. Only one player left on the rotate. That's going to be your number 1 of Lopez. And now CTs are a little bit on the defensive here, trying to protect that bomb. Cheeks gets taken down after a dink happens, and now we have a 1 versus 1 here. Muffin, he's gonna try, 1 versus 2. Muffin extremely low, getting pushed from all sides. Can't get the kill off in time, and he goes down. But Pivor suffers a bunch of losses there. That's 2 players left alive, and rebuys incoming.
Absolutely. That round didn't exactly go the way that Devastation wanted it to. They had it down to a situation where they very easily could have picked up the eco, but the fact that they took so many guns out of Perfectionvore's hands is, I think, going to pay dividends down the road if they can win the inevitable gun round, because that's what's going to force Perfectionvore to have to save. It's just losing all those rifles, even if they're winning rounds. So, good start for Devastation, not out of the woods on these pistol rounds yet. And I think Edwin's he's hungry for these kills. I think he's going to pick up both these fighters and checker.
Let's see, he's going to try and crouch walk his way in there, and he's going to be on top of that player. Let's go over to his perspective, and he does collect both of those kills there. So now CT is going to be trying to rotate their way over to the B bomb site where they think it's going on, and it's actually going to be a flank from A. Should have heard that noise. That was Muffin. Yes, Muffin did hear it. Slow play to A. Can he get this kill? He's got to get this first guy that's going to be pushing him. That's Vico. Oh, can't get Vico, and that is going to be 3 rounds for Perfectionvore. Devastation's got to get some traction here on this first buy.
So there you go. The math checked out. 16 rounds that Perfectionvore has won purely off of pistol rounds. That's crazy. That's literally an entire map's worth of round win. I mean, if and when Devastation is going to look back at either the demos of the games or the VODs of the cast, you got to imagine that's what they're going to be keeping their eye on in terms of just growth in the future. I mean, that's one very simple thing that they could adjust to improve their game.
Let's see. First kill is going to go to Devestation here. Kinky goes down. Lopez in a good position. Grabs another kill. That's Edwin right there. Bomb down checkers. Let's see if they get an over-rotate here from the CTs, because there's only 3 terrorists left alive. They're going to be picking up that bomb. Bomb is still over there. Vaddy, very low, down to 6 HP. They're going to be trying to push their way into B. 4 shots right there looking, and Vaddy gets the angle on him and is able to take him down. Lopez on the drop. Can he get Vico? No, he cannot. And this is quickly turned into a round that looks like Perfectionvore will take, as Vico is going to be checking and gets the flank there on Sasquatch as he peeks around the corner. Gets a weird little funky angle on him. Is able to take that. Now we have Peas Muffin trying to work into the site, using a smoke as cover. Gets one. Phoblis is right there. Grabs another one. Now it's a 1 versus 1. This is definitely winnable. Phoblis around the corner. Can he get the kill? No, runs out of ammo. He's got to push with his pistol. Can he get him? And he does. Does not. Oh, no, does not have enough time.
It's going to be a close one. You seem to be a master of the beeps. It's going to... Oh, no.
He did not
does
have the
not
time.
have time. And he's going to go down, so... Oh, man, a really close round going in favor of Perfectionvore. Oh, man, that's just a really tough loss for Devestation. Perfectionvore seems to be a completely different team from the team that we saw battling it out against Devestation on season. I really think that map pick from Devestation caught Perfectionvore off guard. They clearly weren't as prepared for season as they were, Dust 2, Cash. We saw them play really well on Inferno. I think they just had to kind of get that one out of the way. They had a good showing. They brought Devestation to overtime. I'm sure they tired Devestation out a little bit. And then on the maps that they felt most comfortable with, they've been just absolutely on fire. So Perfectionvore in a great position to pick up this round as it is Nico for Devestation, and to continue their momentum and pick up a bunch of rounds in a row, I think.
Yeah, let's see. Round number 5 underway here. Devestation needs to try and get some traction as quick as they possibly can here. Muffin is pushed extremely far right now. He's going to grab Kinky from the side there. Now they know he's pushed out through the door. He's going to try and rotate back and collect Phoblis. Can he get the kill? Oh, it's a gun battle. Does win that gun battle also. And now Edwin, oh my goodness, on the flank there on Sasquatch. But he takes a ton of damage from the side, not able to take down Lopez. So now there's only one terrorist remaining. That is going to be Vico. In a 1 versus 4 clutch situation, this looks like it could be the very first round. Devestation gets this half, and they need it. Yes, they finally get around to their name. Perfectionvore's 4-0 streak was just stopped. Devestation grabs one. 3K for Muffin.
I guess I need to apologize to the Counter-Strike gods. I didn't mean to tempt them by trying to make predictions. That's what happens when I try to say something like they're going to go up 5-0. I get it. I'm sorry. But Devestation had a really great eco that round, using their pistols really effectively. I said before that that PZ Muffin was really, only so-so on season, doing what he needed to do, but, not really ever stepping up, besides the fact that he was super clutch. But in the past 2 maps, Dust 2 and so far what we've seen on this map, he's been absolutely turning it on. He seems to have really hit his stride since that first game, which is interesting because, that was the first game is where Devestation had the most success, and now PZ Muffin is just playing significantly better than he was then.
Oh, he's pulling that down so extremely well. 3K for Muffin. Lopez grabs one. Sasquatch grabs one. On the other side, Vico and Phoblis both get their own. And Perfectionvore's lead is diminishing here as Devestation grabs 2 rounds in a row.
Yes, PZ Muffin definitely seems like the 4-shot of this game, especially with that really awesome spray control that he just demonstrated. And one thing that we brought up earlier was that Perfectionvore was winning those very close rounds, the gun rounds, the pistol rounds, but they were losing a lot of guns in the process and really doing damage to their economy. They lost 1 round and were forced to save immediately afterwards. That has been, I think, happening to them in pretty much every game thus far. I think it really just goes to show that, or just how even this is in terms of the matchup between the 2 teams. That even when the score isn't so close, the certain factors make the game very close. And man, PC Muffin can't be stopped.
The kid is hot in the streets right now. Muffin with another 3K to shut that down. Oh my goodness, the lead has diminished to 1 round as Perfectionvore still has it 4-3, but Devestation clawing their way back. Definitely on the shoulders of Peas Muffin.
Yes, 15 frags in only 7 rounds played thus far. That's pretty good. You got to imagine he's not going to slow down at this point. Those games where you get that really good start, you're fragging heavy, you get it going, and then you just start to feel good. And once you start to feel good, the momentum is following with it. It's really not hard to play well after that. So I think this is not the last we've seen of PZ Muffin this game.
Let's see, they're just going to walk out through that flashbang, and they're going to take down Sasquatch. That is going to be a bit into the site. Lopez, remainder, Muffin's right there. He's going to spray. It doesn't collect the bomb planter. Oh, now he collects Foblis and Kinky, so they're going to have this retake all but in the bag here. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. They got to try and get some kills here. That spray is going to collect nothing as no one's still sitting over there. They have Edwin with the gun and got to try and bring him down. He gets cheeks. Muffin has to know he's there. Let's see if they can get him. Oh, Muffin gets caught from behind, and now we have 4Shot who's by himself. Oh, that was nowhere near where you needed it to be. Can he get it?
That flash might be good enough. Yeah, it's going to be.
Oh, he got the defuse in the smoke with the flash. What an animal.
Oh.
What an animal. All tied up. Devestation 4, P4 4.
That was a gift for PZ Muffin, not allowing PZ Muffin's awesome-looking 4K to go just underutilized as they were able to pick up that round. To be fair, though, that was an eco round for Perfectionvore.
Yes,
and,
it was.
The fact that it got that intense and really came down to a little bit of luck on the side of Devestation just shows how devastating Perfectionvore is and how devastating they can be with a little bit more firepower.
Muffin is on the push once again. He's got to try and jump out of there, and he's not able to make it. Gets caught barely through the corner of the wall there. So now it's going to be a 4-on-4 here as Devestation is on CT set trying to collect a few more rounds. Sasquatch pushed extremely far. He's going to try and play through the smoke. Edwin is right there with 93 HP. Oh, Sasquatch, don't reload right there, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Really?
Just very convenient timing.
Oh, man. He hits something that he knows should not have been there and immediately starts to spray, which works out for him. And Devestation has now a 1-player advantage as it's 4-on-3 here. Perfectionvore reeling a little bit. Devestation trying to put together a couple rounds, which is what they need. They have 4 in a row now, which is definitely going to put Perfectionvore on their heels if they can keep this going.
Absolutely. One thing I do want to continue to point out is just the frag discrepancy on the side of Devestation as Vatty does take down Sasquatch. I'll save that for freeze time. Plenty of exciting stuff going on.
Oh, man, Cheeks is able to trade out Vadi right there. Edwin takes down 4Shot. That's going to be a bid into the B bomb site here. And let's see, Cheeks and his teammate are going to be pushing. Lopez gets caught right there by Kinky, and this could end the streak that we've seen from Devestation unless Cheeks is able to capitalize right here. Kinky's going to be the first one to peek him. He sees him, makes a spray. Can he get some damage off? No, Kinky peeks back out and is able to collect the headshot on him from the gen set. And now Perfectionvore stops the 4-round streak from Devestation. They're up by 1, 5-4.
If I'm not mistaken, Perfectionvore has won every B take that they've attempted. And, a lot of it has to do with, what I was mentioning before, just the frag discrepancy on the side of Devestation. We saw PZ Muffin flexing heavily, already has 20 kills, which is crazy in its own right. But his next closest teammate only has 6, and his lowest fragging teammate has 0 frags in 4Shot, which is, very unlike 4Shot. If I were them, I would continue working towards the B side of the map. I mean, that is where 4Shot and Cheeks are playing. One is 0-6, and the other one is 2-6. So I'd like to see that kind of heads-up adjustment from Perfectionvore, as I think it would really help them. But, Devestation obviously doesn't want that. They are doing a great job of winning the rounds that they are not going B, so more power to them.
And it looks like they're doing a good job here. It's down to a 3-on-3. There's an op in 4Shot's hands, which is definitely a problem for them. And they're going to rotate. Oh, they're going to rotate to B. Let's see, can 4Shot grab this kill? Oh, he's not able to. Was blind. Kinky just on the hard push is able to take him down. So now Lopez has an AK in his hands. So more than likely he will be saving that thing. Oh, Kinky's going to be looking for him. Kinky is not able to make that shot happen. Collects him on the second one, though. And now Cheeks has no choice but to go for it with the CZ75 auto. Boblis right there. Can't connect with that kill. And P4 wins 2 in a row now. 6-4 in favor of Perfectionvore.
On the first map season, for people that are tuning in now or tuned in maybe in the second map, we saw Devestation on their side, their T side, pretty much exclusively pick one bomb site. They went to the B bomb site, they found that they had success there, and then I think, of the 15 rounds they played, they went B like 11 of them. I'd like to see Perfectionvore do something similar I mean, they've won every time that they've gone to B bomb site, even when they've audibled late and tried to circle back to the B bomb site. It just so happens that they happen to be the same letter on each, but the B bomb site seems to be what's working for both of these teams, and I'd like to see them really exploit that. They are cheating over in that direction, and they do have the bomb down towards the B bomb site, so it looks like they are cognizant of it, but they just need to put it into practice.
Good play there from Sasquatch, able to drop that nade through the squeaky door early on. Now he's going to go grab himself a gun after he gets some damage off and ultimately collects the kill with the FAMAS. Now 4-shot, and his teammates have to try and hold this down to bring this back to almost even. Only 1 round difference if they're able to get this. And Lopez is hanging out of the vent. His feet can be seen if Fabulous gets a little bit closer. And that's exactly what Fabulous is looking for. He's looking for...
Oh, he saw his shin.
Is he gonna get that?
I don't know if Lopez saw him. No, Lopez definitely didn't see him, but Shin's getting shot down to 54 HP.
Yes, taking it down to 54 HP. So now, the good thing about that is, though, he knows Lopez is there, so he's worried about Lopez. That could pull a little bit of a distraction for his teammates and make them worry about that a little too much instead of trying to get into the site. So now we have a 3 versus 4 here, and Cheeks is able to take down Fabulous early in the round. Don't know if that play there from Lopez had anything to do with it, but 4-shot closes it out, and Devestation brings it back within 1, 6-5 Pvor.
They're doing a really good job of keeping it close. Devestation is, especially since Perfectionvore started off with that big hot streak. I think they won the first 4 rounds in a row, and have only won 2 out of the last 7. So Devestation is doing a really good job of keeping it competitive. I'm not going to beg Perfectionvore anymore. I'm just going to tell them, go be hard. You need to get in there now. That's where you've had your success. That's where you're catching players off guard. So do it. And it looks like they're going to be setting up the split through vents this round. So they might be hearing my pleas.
Let's see if Devestation is able to tie this up one more time here. The score is only separated by 1 round. Early in the mid, that's going to be Lopez doing a ton of damage to Vico. Vico does not go down, though. He's down to 16 HP. Kinky also down to 19. And let's see if they're able... Oh, Sasquatch collects Kinky right there. As Vaddy, over at the other bomb site, is able to take down 4-shot. They're going to throw a nice nade over there. Cheeks really doesn't take any damage from that. Peeks out, grabs one. He's got to try and battle here. Sasquatch gets taken down. Oh, through the door. Now only Muffin left alive. 1 versus 3. He's got to try and come up with a big clutch here to not allow Pvor to get too far ahead of them. And, looks like he's not going to go for it. He's going for the save. He's going to get caught right here in mid. I bet you he wish he wasn't running with his knife out.
Absolutely. Devestation has to be aware of the fact that PZ Muffin has been dominating at A. Perfectionvore is now hearing my pleas and starting to put their focus on the B bomb site. A lot of teams don't like to shuffle positions halfway through a game just because it can be jarring for some players. Their players have practiced playing one position for a long time. They don't want to have to make the switch on the fly. But if you have a player that's just been that devastating, has been shooting that well, you'd think it wouldn't be a bad idea to cycle him around and try to catch the other team off guard by having them move positions. But they are going to continue to keep him at the A bomb site, and this round, I think it's pretty smart as Perfectionvore is going that way.
Muffin is not able to collect any kills there, but his teammate 4-shot is finally able to get something going for himself. Here comes Cheeks on the rotate. He's going to be spraying through the smoke. Not able to get anything out, but a little bit of damage. But Lopez grabs one. Now it's Lopez versus 3. Lopez goes down. That's a 2K for Edwin, a 2K for Vico. Lopez on the other side and 4-shot, only ones to get kills. And Pvor running around with the wins here on T side. It's 8-5, and Devestation needs to pick this up.
Yes, we've seen Perfectionvore take B. We've seen them take A, battle it out with PZ Muffin. And we've seen them kind of mess around with mid a little bit and end up splitting through the vents. We've never seen them really go for mid control. I don't think we've seen them boost an op yet and try to just get a straight up pick in mid, have we?
We have not.
I think that might catch 4-shot off guard, although definitely not this round when he has the auto sniper, but I think that's a technique that they might want to take advantage of and just to continue to mix it up and keep Devestation on their toes.
So the best Devestation can hope for here now is an 8-7 half moving into their T side. only move farther up from here. They have won this half by 1 round if they lose every round from here on out. And they're looking for that player that's up top. And they are looking for him hard. Kinky was all over the top of it. They knew Muffin was right there. Clairvoyancy, ridiculous here with Perfectionvore, doing extremely well, able to collect these kills, and it's going to be a 3 versus 3 now, as 4Shot is able to grab one with the auto sniper. Bomb is going to be planted in the A bomb site, 3-man retake. Let's see if they're able to beat Edwin Fobulous. Oh, there goes Kinky. One is going to be in the squeaky room. They could call that. They know one is A main, probably pushing out of the door, and they grab that player. Now they got to just look for the other player. Edwin's flanking from behind. 4Shot. You got to get him. 4Shot. How do you not make that happen? Edwin with the 3K 1 versus 2 clutch to bring Perfectionvore up 9-5.
Yeah, Perfectionvore is just looking better and better. Halfway through the round, you mentioned the seemingly clairvoyant ability that Perfectionvore has to spot out the Devestation players. And, you know, while they are super good, they do guess right a lot. And a lot of it is because they peek everything, but you only see when they get the kill. So it always seems like they're always guessing right. But Perfectionvore, or Devestation rather, hasn't really mixed up their spots a lot in how they're playing it. PZ Muffin has either been in sight behind quad or in that coach's corner pretty much every round. So, you know, while they are guessing correctly, Devastation's not making it hard for them to guess. And because of that predictability, Perfectionvore really teed off on Dust 2 and is continuing to tee off on Cash.
Let's see if they're able to lock down a few rounds here. This is going to be the last one Devestation needs is to make this a 9-6 half. They want whatever they can get. One player down on each team. T's are definitely rotating their way over to the A bomb site in a very, very nice position here as your number 5 player of... Oh, Sasquatch just got absolutely melted after he got that 1 kill. And then Vaddy moves out and is able to take down Muffin. Lopez gets 1 before he gets traded out, so now we have Cheeks by himself, 1 versus 2. He's got to try and get this clutch. Can he get Edwin? Oh, not able to get Edwin. Wow.
Did you rewatching that from Edwin's perspective?
No, I was not. I was watching it from the other side.
Great off shot. I think he was annoyed with how much we were complimenting 4Shot in his off ability on the season game, because ever since then he has just been flexing heavily with that off, putting it to good use pretty much every time he has it. T side, CT side, Dust 2, Cash. He doesn't really seem to care.
Yeah, he's going extremely hard right now, but that is going to be that is going to be it for first half, guys. That's a 10-5 scoreline in favor of Perfectionvore, which is going to help them quite a bit here on CT side. This is a little bit closer of a map here. I give it a little bit more of a T-sided edge, but I don't think it's a 10-5 edge.
No, it's definitely not. I would definitely say Perfectionvore got the better of the first half. I would be surprised if they don't continue to keep the pressure up on the CT side, but what I really want to see is if they're going to win the pistol round. We've seen them win literally every single pistol round in this best of 3 up until this point. They've won 16 rounds off of their pistol rounds. Come on, Body. Did you see that? How can you possibly beat them on their pistol rounds when they make shots like that? But so yeah, they've won 16 rounds in their pistol rounds thus far. They're only going to keep the pressure up even more. Let's see if Devestation has an answer.
As we see here, Devestation 1 player down already. Vaddy shoots extremely well.
Come on.
These guys
so
are
good.
ridiculous on pistol rounds. It's insane. Lopez gets a headshot of his own, though. Let's see if Devestation can change the tide here and actually win a pistol round. I don't think I've ever seen anybody shoot pistols this good in this many games in a row in pistol rounds.
Yeah, right. Just literally every time that they've had to step up with the pistols they have. This round so far, not an exception, with great shots from Vaddy, Kinky as well.
Oh, bringing it close, though. It's going to be a 2 versus 3 here. Not at all losable. But, I mean, wow, that made 0 sense. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what I just said. Just watch the game. Oh, man. Good. Muffin trying to collect another kill. Grabs 1. This is a winnable round now for him. 1 versus 2. He's just got to get this bomb plant. Can he get it? Yes, get the bomb plant. Successful round already. He's got the plant money, so they're going to be able to buy 3rd round no matter what. If he can get the win, this would be huge. They're going to push at the same time. For both sides, he gets 1. Oh, can he get Vaddy? Can he beat the machine with the pistol? Vaddy's just walking around. Oh, a turn! Oh! Oh, get the kill. No. Another one pistol round for Perfectionvore. It is absolutely ridiculous.
So that's 6 pistol rounds that they've won in this best of 3. A grand total at this point of 17 rounds that they've won purely off of pistol rounds. Devestation has to be shaking their head at the pistol rounds, right? I mean, how could you not be just so disappointed in that? I mean, they've been, pretty back and forth when you really think about it in terms of the gun rounds. The fact that they've lost literally every single pistol round and only ecoed, I think, on 2 of them, shows that they've been really competent and really a good match for Perfectionvore when they all have guns. But, man, those pistol rounds just pistol rounds, man.
Pistol rounds, dude. It's ridiculous. If you can lock down the best of 3, pistol rounds are ridiculous. It's oh my goodness. Fobless playing like an absolute animal. 1 player left alive. That's going to be 4-shot, and they need to lock this down right now to shut down Pivor. Not able to. This is not the same Pivor that we saw in map 1 at all. This is not even remotely close to the same Pivor. I don't know what happened in between the maps, but something has changed. This Pivor has shown up to play.
Absolutely. I mean, I mentioned it before. The only thing that I think it could have been was that they just weren't prepared to play Season. Season was not a map they had practiced enough. They were still able to make it close. They were still able to do some decent shooting to keep Devestation at bay. But really, once they got on maps that they felt comfortable with, where they could communicate effectively and work off of each other, they've been lights out. I mean, they've just been really taking Devestation to task.
Yeah, looking very, very well is Perfectionvore today. Oh, this peek out of the vent right there. Vadi not able to get anything. Actually, he does when Sasquatch goes to peek him. And a little bit of an ill-advised peek there for Sasquatch. And Pivor looking like they really, really want to win their way into CEVO.
Yeah, they're just playing like they want it more. And, when you look at Devastation's roster, you just see how talent stacked they are. And you look at the roster and be like, oh, they could be in P, right? If that was a professional team, I wouldn't say anything. But it's the up-and-coming teams like Perfectionvore who fought their way from the lower brackets that really have something to say about that.
Yeah, definitely. And especially coming back from such a hard loss to Onage. I mean, Onage just mopped them pretty badly. But they're coming back, and they're coming back extremely strong here. Pivor trying to do all they can to stay into this placement tournament, and Vico gets a nice kill there. So now we have Cheeks and Muffin. Now all we have is Cheeks by himself trying to push the site. He's got to get in there. Fobless all over him, and it's got to be frustrating right now. Devestation getting angry. Cheeks with a 2K, but score is 13-5 in favor of Pivor.
Yeah, Devestation going to be forced on a save because of that. They bought up early, and unfortunately it did not pay off for them. I mean, I pointed out before, and when I said it, they haven't been a very eco-friendly team, or nearly as eco-friendly as Perfectionvore has been. I know they can do it. They have ecoed them in this best of 3, but really Perfectionvore has just been great at shutting them down, guns or no guns. So I'm inclined to believe that this is just Perfectionvore getting ready to take their victory lap. But hopefully Devestation can prove me wrong.
Definitely, they will still have one more game to win to secure themselves P placement here. Devestation is not just going to lay down though and give this. Oh my goodness, that nade was perfect from Vadi right there, as Edwin did a bunch of damage. Drop the nade through the vent, takes him down. Here comes the Devestation push. They're not out of it yet. They're doing all that they can. Can they get the kill on Kinky? Yes, they do. A bomb site is wide open. Lopez gets pushed from one of the B players, and now 4Shot's going to have to go on the flank through CT spawn to try and get to connector and help his teammate Sasquatch, but they do have the bomb. And let's see if your number 5 or number 2 player can get this flank off. That's 4Shot. He's got to look up catwalk.
Yes, Vadi is in a position where he doesn't know where the tires is going to be coming from. He doesn't know exactly where to peek. But he does figure it out in the right amount of time. And now it's a one-on-one. Bomb is up on Sasquatch. But Vadi is in a really good position to cut off Sasquatch if he can just figure out where he's going.
Oh,
he has
Sasquatch
to know
is
that
going
means
for it.
A.
He's got this. He's going to get the plant into the A bomb site. And this might be a round right here. This is going to be a 1 versus 1 for both of these players.
Yes, 35 seconds is plenty of time for Vatty to find Sasquatch and be able to win this round. Very intelligently, Sasquatch decides to hide in the squeaky area and close the door behind him. So he's not going to be able to get a peek directly from Vatty. Vatty's going to have to check every nook and cranny, and I think eventually he's going to get to squeaky. Oh, no, he knows. He has a feeling. He keeps aiming at it.
Oh, Vatty. Oh, Vatty.
Oh, the flash popped a second early. He wanted to catch Sasquatch blind as soon as he came out, but didn't work out for him there.
And Devestation stays alive, scores 13-6. This
Winning
will be
that
an
eco.
epic comeback.
Absolutely, yeah. Taking my words once again and throwing them back into my face. I said on Dust 2 that I didn't think that they had it in them to eco, and they ecoed on Dust 2. I said on Cash I didn't think they had it in them to eco, and then they just ecoed. Just like that. So, Perfectionvore now, tables have turned, are themselves on an eco.
Definitely. We are into round 20 now, getting very, very late here. And it looks like, wow, Pvor's on a full save right now after that. That's rough. Even though you're winning a ton of rounds, you have to force yourself into a save, and they're going to try and boost up. They're going to try and boost up, but Sasquatch is going to be right there. Oh, he collects Edwin. He knows there's a second player extremely close. Fobless is going to go for the push here. Kinky. Oh, Fobless gets one. Fobless gets two. How are they letting him get away with these kills right here and not punish him? This is unreal how some of these P4 guys are able to just walk around the map like this. But it's on to a 3 versus 3 now. Guns in the hand of Devestation, not in the hands of P4.
Yes, this is going to be, I think, a tough one for Perfectionvore to eco, especially since all their players are grouped up, which is smart. It's good for trading frags, but they seem to be grouped up in the wrong direction. 4-shot will take down Fobless. So Devestation is going to be able to cruise their way into the A bomb site unless they really mess up and slow themselves down. But no, they'll be able to get the bomb down pretty much easily and uncontested.
We are going to be following Muffin's perspective currently, as there's only one CT left alive. Let's snap over there. That is going to be Vico. He's going to peek out. 4-shot was all over him, though. And Devestation now has a 7th round, so it's not that far off here. If they can keep the momentum going, this could be a game.
Absolutely. I want to see 4-shot continue to use that off to his advantage. I pointed out before that Perfectionvore was not really too keen on boosting anyone up onto the right side mid box and having them work a pick or really work anything. I don't think I saw them boost anyone there at all. Their T side, right? Am I right on that?
Yeah.
I think I am. But we've already seen Sasquatch get boosted up there. He's going to be boosted up, or 4-shot is going to get boosted up this round. So, I mean, I think that just makes mid much easier to contest. And I think Devestation is going to want to work off of mid a lot to open up the bomb site. So I think it's a smart play. Oh, wow. It won't stop 4-shot from getting shot in the side of the head, though.
Well, there we go. Lopez able to collect some early. That's Fobless who goes down. That's a bit into the B bomb site. Here comes the plant. And this retake. Oh, my goodness. What is going over here with Cheeks? Can Cheeks get that one? He gets that kill. And now that number 6 player, Vico, has to be looking over there in that direction, knowing that there's a player there. He shouldn't have rotated out. Cheeks is waiting for him. Vico was waiting even longer for that kill. Gets it down. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 2. Oh my goodness. A 2 versus 1 now as Kinky gets a kill before he gets traded out. So Vico is going to be outside V. He's going to give his position away with this flash, but it will flash all of PZ Muffin. Just completely blind him, and he still gets the kill on him. Vico takes him down with a nice headshot right there. Devestation has 8 rounds now, and Vico is able to escape with a gun.
Yeah, Devestation continuing to do what they need to do is just stay alive, win round wins, really by any margin. It doesn't really matter at this point how close or how or how easy the rounds are. I mean, obviously the easier the round is, the better for their economy. But they don't really have a lot of rounds to slip up in. Any slip up at this point for them will pretty much mean Perfectionvore taking over and regaining the momentum. So they just have to keep buying up, putting all their pressure on Perfectionvore, pedal to the metal, and keep winning rounds by any means necessary.
Let's see. Devestation trades incoming here, but Devestation has the 1-man advantage here. It's 4-3, and Devestation is pushing extremely hard. They're going to try and take B as fast as they can. One player is already at the upper Oh, peeking it right now. Sasquatch has got to try and get in there without getting picked. Muffin is able to make that kill. Muffin going for another one. He grabs that. That is going to be at least 2 on the round for him. That is actually his 3rd for the round. So now only 1 CT left alive. That's going to be Edwin. Edwin grabs an AK and wisely runs away. He should have been heard from the player that was over there in the checkered room.
Definitely. He might have been hurt in mid, but at this point he's cleared enough distance where I don't think the terrorist will really be able to catch up to him. And he's put himself in a position where he'll either hear the squeaky door open behind him or he'll shoot a guy in the side of the head who's coming from the T-spawn area. So I think he's going to get away with that one pretty much scot-free. Devestation just continuing to keep the pressure up. And, Perfectionvore was on a weird save that round. They had one gun that was saved. But except for that, they only had CZ. So this is one of their, not their first by any stretch of the imagination, any stretch of the imagination. But they will have their guns up for the first time in the past few rounds, ready to re-challenge Devestation and reclaim the momentum of the game.
Yes, let's see if Devestation is able to hold this here, or if Perfectionvore will go back onto a roll that they were once on. Momentum definitely shifted back in favor of Devestation, making quite a bit of game out of this one right here. And Batty is going to try and boost his teammate up into the vent. Yeah, they got the smoke off, going to get the boost into the vent, and waiting for it is 4Shot, who was all over it. But Edwin was waiting for the trade there. Yes, good trades. Oh my goodness. Lopez gets smoked right there by Fobless. So now it's going to be a 3-on-4 in favor of Perfectionvore. We have Cheeks, Muffins, and Sasquatch left alive for your T-side Devestation. Here comes the push from Vico. Oh my goodness. So out of position. It is unreal. Cheeks by himself now. He's got a 1 versus 3 clutch after the unbelievable push there from, I do believe, was that Vico that got that push off?
Yeah, it is Vico, and he's right in a great position to take down Cheeks and pretty much single-handedly lock up that round for his team, stealing the momentum right away from Devestation. That push was pretty gutsy from Vico, but at this point in the game, with the round cushion they have and how close they are to that sweet victory round, those risks are pretty high percentage, or they're not high percentage. They're not any more high or low percentage than they were before, but those are kind of a little more allowable. You have a big cushion, you can take those risks, even if it doesn't pay off. In 2 rounds, in the 1 round it does pay off, it'll be much more meaningful. So I really like that play. I want to see him not necessarily push again, but make some of those more risky plays again.
Now we have Lopez opening up the round, getting an initial kill there. So we lost Edwin already. We lost Vadi. So 2 players down for Perfectionvore, and Devestation looking to try and take control of this. If they can grab this 10th round here, this is within a winnable range, at least forcing it to overtime. They definitely want to try and win this one. That puts them 1 game closer. Whoever wins this game is only 1 win away from securing themselves a spot in CEVO P. 4Shot watching the flank, takes 1 down. Vico in the sight, hasn't been checked yet. So he's able to take down Sasquatch, but now they know where he is. Kinky's going to be pushing his way up Cat. Lopez right there. 4 shots on top of him, too. He's got to be called that he's in the sight here. They're spraying after him. He goes to reload. Lopez on the push. That's a 2K for Lopez, a 2K for 4Shot. Vico only 1 for his team, Perfectionvore, to get a kill that round. Devestation 10 to Perfectionvore's 14.
Vico's in a position where if they had any hope of winning that round, he had to go full PZ Muffin and pull out a sick 4K or at least a 3K and change for his team to win that. But he could not do it. He got taken down after only 1. Perfectionvore forced back on a save after the lose a few, win 1, lose 1 round situation. Kinky opening up the round with a great CZ frag and starting the potential eco. We've seen Perfectionvore win, I think, like 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 ecos in this best of 3 thus far. I feel like we've seen a lot out of them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they can come through in this round just like Devestation did earlier in this game.
Devestation has got 1 player down on their team. Cheeks is already out of the way. He's dead. Perfectionvore at full strength, yet not full strength with weapons. Only 2 players left in B to beat. That's going to be Edwin and Kinky. Both of them going to be trying to play a little bit tight here, trying to work off each other. Edwin's going to be your close guy. Kinky's going to be your far away guy. Edwin grabs one before he gets traded out. Here comes the rotate from the rest of the CTs. One's going to get close to Vent, and Muffin, you need to check that spot. Does not check it soon enough, and it goes down. Oh my goodness. Kinky just absolutely smoked Sasquatch right there, and the eco is real as 4 shots, the last one left alive. He's got a player right there above him in the Vent that is more than likely going to drop down right now and get the kill off. Nope, saw his feet. He's going to go for it, push into the site, get taken down by Kinky, and Perfectionvore has guaranteed themselves overtime now with that 15th round.
That was a huge round. And you know, when you give Perfectionvore basically so many rounds to work with, eventually they're going to come out on top. I mean, you know, this half they did a good job, or Devestation did a good job of chaining their rounds together, but Perfectionvore had such a big cushion that eventually it was just going to catch up to them, and that round was the round where it did catch up to them. I had that feeling. Perfectionvore has been on point with their ecos all game. Devestation has only been on point with them when I say they're not on point, so it's been, you know, just really back and forth on the ecos, and Perfectionvore just finally came out on top. I think they're going to be able to use this cushion once again to eventually secure themselves that one more round and that round win in the lower bracket. Or the match win.
Definitely. There's still one more match for them to win after this. Whichever team comes out on top of this, we could go to overtime here, and then somebody will win eventually. But whichever team is able to win this match has to play at least one more and get a victory off that best-of-3 series to guarantee themselves the spot in CEVO for this upcoming season of 5, and eventually be fighting their way to try and see if they can get to land. Edwin's right there in the mid. Muffin gets a kill, so it's probably not going to happen yet, as this is a 2 versus 3 here. Still a winnable round for Perfectionvore, especially now that it's a 2-on-2. I need to get back onto a player. T's are going to be pushing. They got this down to a 1 versus 2. And man, why didn't you just reverse that instantaneously? As now we have Muffin and Vico in a 1 versus 1 battle here. If Muffin is able to get this, his team stays alive, and he is not able to. Vico gets that strafe out headshot on him to win the game. And